how the night's gonna go?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
All right.
I think it's a good one.
You
Do
go,
want
I
me to-
go.
Okay, so the way the night is gonna start off. Some people know me, some people know Tiff, some people just know Tiff, some people just know me, some people don't even know us. They're like, you know what I mean? Some people are looking at us like, who
be these two?
Yeah. we rocked up from across the road, I can't lie.
For real.
We were asked if we wanted to do a headline, we were like, why not?
I guess.
My bedtime isn't until in 30 minutes, so I was like, I'll do it.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah. So the way the night is gonna go is by first of all, both of us introducing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It will be in the form of a poem.
Yeah.
So that way you get to feel what kind of poets we are. After that, or should we just
Just keep going as we go, really.
go? Okay. So who wants to go first?
Gentlemen's first.
No, ladies first. Hold on. Oh, I felt like yeah. All the girls right now are like, yeah, this guy.
I hear it.
Okay, so for those that don't know, my name is Solomon. I'm a masterpiece trying to masterpiece.
Come on.
But I'm also a romantic poet.
Mm-hmm.
The type of poet that can easily look you in your eyes and tell you all that you desire. Mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, intimately, and emotionally. So how about we paint a picture? But remember, there's more to the picture than what you may see, like the colors of your pupils that brighten your eyes and the polished redness of your blushes shines as your heart rate rises and your smile reaches the pinnacle point of your cheekbones. It's only the beginning. Actually is the easy bit. Because as easy as these moments can come and go, I'm trying to make them last as long as the earth's lifespan. But as soon as you came into my life, it felt like a big bang and it was the beginning of something new. That was you and I. So whether it's capturing this moment with a picture or making your mouth hurt with fatigue or making the goosebumps on your skin spike up like the thorns on the rose that you are, my love, to me, you present such beauty. To the point you've become my enchanted rose that never dies, so allow my fragrance to be something that reminds you of what the Garden of Eden can smell like. Because when I look at you, I understand why God created mankind.
That's why you're a romantic poet. Come on now.
Because I have infinite ways in which I can describe you. Infinite things I want to do with you. And with the amount of infinite things that the world may throw against us to tear us apart, trust me, it will never succeed. So as my words caress your body like my tongue and my eyes pierce into your soul to discover all 50 shades of your story, please remember that I'm also a person. A human with cracks in my flesh that allow you to see into the empty parts of me, because I've got gaps in my speech from all the times I've been broken, torn apart, left apart. I apologize for all the dust I seem to leave behind. I don't seem to remember the last time I was polished. You see, this is pain. So my question to you is, why would you ever want to get close to someone like this? Actually, if you're willing to take the risk, let me ask you this. Do you have the patience for the imperfections that are willing to come in your direction? Do you have the ability to hear me talk about my vulnerability? Actually, do you have the comfortability to know that all of my problems, insecurities, and trust issues that I have about myself will be heard by other people before they even touch your ears. You see, I'm a perfectionist in the way I speak about love, but not in the way I present it. I am simply a swindler of love. A fraudulent that can make romance look like love, the exact same way a jeweler can make glass look like diamond, and the exact same way that smile on your face could make you look happy. When you're truly broken inside. The exact same way a romantic poet can look you in your eyes and tell you all that you desire, mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, intimately, and emotionally. But like you've all come to discover, there's a lot more to the picture than what you may see. Solomon and my masterpiece and a masterpiece. Thank you, that's my introduction.
Tifany Marsah, you can hear me?
Come on.
Word to Arnie. I use his technique, community to community. All right. So I'm a little bit different as a poet. I'm not so directly romantic, but I'm very music-led, emotionally led. I write in 3 categories mainly. And today you're going to get a piece of that. And I felt like it was the most recent piece that I could kind of demonstrate the kind of work that I do. So. Because it's quite new, I haven't memorized it yet. So you're getting new-ish.
Exclusives.
Exclusives. And this is for my grandma. Hi, Mai. Hi. All right. I've lived various different lives in one life for this very moment, where I can be the narrator for my family's lifeline, so welcome. I was there when my grandmother was first born, and I was there when she first learned to cook at 10 years old, and when she lost her first sister. I was there when Paizinho forced her to sing at the dinner table, and when her mother, Maisinha, died after giving birth to her first child. I was there. When her father kicked her out for being pregnant at 18, and there when she went back home with her son in her arms. I was there when my uncle was born and when he became my great-grandfather's everything. And when she had my auntie, and then my uncle, and then my mom, and then my uncle. Because they just had plenty kids back then. And I was there when she was the hottest thing in town, and when she fell out of love, and when she found love again. And I was there when she lost love, and boy did she lose it. I was there until I no longer was, and I came to see it all in real form. I began to live in her arms and with her sound, her prayers, her saints, and then I got to live her lives in real form. They came in the crinkling of her fingers, in the card game she taught me. I was in the kitchen, in the movie of her lifeline unfolding before me as her heart. Her big brother died at my parents' evening. Phone calls no longer comforting and distant longing, and as her third granddaughter was born on the day her mother was born. And Tiltoy, one of her youngest brothers, became my favorite uncle to talk to. He passed away and left a symbol of family In his will, in the form of acoustic guitars that found the seas and carried new rhythms. And when her youngest, Tialita, died, losing herself every little bit until her last days, I saw her laughs implant themselves in my auntie's home as she went to treatments in the water they drank, and until her last breath, where her weight could be found in the sorrow that fell on me from my auntie collapsing on the hospital floor. And when she found new veins, branches from new veins to a new sibling, I lived her virtually, as she saw her siblings for the last time before her last breath, overjoyed that she finally got to feel them in this lifetime. And most recently, because the story doesn't end, to your niece, as her eldest stroked her love through the oceans as she went peacefully, I have lived, knowing a piece of everyone and yet still live to find pieces of my own. I have lived various different lives that my grandmother doesn't know. Thank you to her. I can stand and live lives I've never lived, for the present, for the future, and for me. Thank you. So the second half.
What's this called?
Oh.
It's called.
Well, it's called a poetry carousel.
And
we do have the creator of such a carousel in this building today.
Who is it?
Madam Starlight, yes.
Oh,
Starlight.
wait,
I
you
believe.
guys know
You guys
Starlight?
know Starlight? If you don't, she's right there.
And you know the event that she was talking about? Yeah. That's where it was birthed.
That's where it birthed. Yes, indeed. So carousels. So one thing me and Solo wanted to do was encapsulate this whole feeling of collaboration. Tanai and Meta have been able to do that in a way that I feel like our community, it sparked something in the community, which is so nice. And Star did it in a way that was so unexpected. She just saw two talents and she merged them together, and that worked. And so we wanted to kind of introduce it here, in homage to Star. And yeah,
because it also is double or nothing.
So.
And also we want to encourage the presentation of what that can look like.
Indeed.
And there's two ways.
More than two.
More than two.
But today you'll see two.
But today you'll see two. You'll see two. Two different ones, and this one, it was to our hearts, to Starlight.
Yeah. You really did something.
You really did something.
And they're not ready.
You deserve your
You deserve
flowers
your flowers for it.
it.
So give a round of applause.
So give a round of applause.
So yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Poetry carousel.
Are we good in frame?
Are we good here?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear Tiff?
Can you hear me? Yeah? Well, kind of. All right. So. You ready?
Look at me when you finish it.
All right.
Okay.
We once discussed the idea of dropping letters. So exciting. It sounded so romantic, very Black Love of Us, very Notebook without the heartache and decades of loss. But you could barely make time for me as it was. I could barely keep up with life as it was. So that dream died rather quickly. Buried in my endless lists of to-dos for the to-dos I never got to do, so there it stayed. Like the fabric I bought to make clothes I said I would do for you. Or the notes I said I would remain consistent with so I could feel like a member to your team, yeah. I failed to recognize that you also didn't write notes for me. Or make things with your bare hands for me. Because the idea of writing letters was merely about what was in them, but the fact that anything was written in them at all. The efforts to buy the special paper you never asked for, written on with your favorite pen that you didn't know about, with specificity on where to write, because if written on carpet, the letters would come out thicker than on a desk, and where the lines would come out finer, you would never know. And would you have even noticed at the time I spent buying the special envelopes and laying on my carpet on the wooden acrylic base in order to compromise the quality of this effort meant more than just words in a sheet of paper? More than half of the words I ever shared with you, half of the love songs I ever serenaded to you, and how it would be the reason why my heart would soon become the color of the bruises in yours. I didn't think that could happen. Did you? Nonetheless, I digress. Because at least we once discussed the idea of dropping letters, right? It was so romantic, very exciting, so black love of us, so the notebook with our heartache and decades of loss. But yet, black love isn't always so lasting, and the notebook may be a little bit more toxic than we think, so I guess it's better that we shouldn't be sad that our hearts didn't go black and just stay purple. This pain could be worse, I guess.
I am so sorry that you didn't notice that I love through self-sabotage. Because how ironic is it that the love I gave you was conditional? Now I'm sat here questioning my love because it's become unconditional. When my day doesn't start without a good morning text to you, nor does it end without a good night prayer I have for you. What I'm basically trying to say is, you're the ink to my pen. You're the blood to my vein, the brightness to my sun, the trigger to my gun. God, does that mean that she's the one? Because like I said, I love in a self-sabotaging way. Where I'm willing to go for all the pain and gain. My only question to you is, do you? When things aren't on our best sides, it may seem like they're on our rocky side. Would you be by my side? Because I want to let you know that rubies, diamonds, and pearls in my world don't come in the form of a stone, nor do they represent the shiniest of rocks. Yet, they represent our anniversaries, where we will cling glasses of champagne like wind chimes as we hold each other's hands to the end of time.
If so, then love me in detail, in millimeters. Like how time can't exist without milliseconds, or like when you enter a room and something feels off balance. Love me. Enough to recognize when that happens. Maybe unrealistic, I know, but try. Show you want to, even if you can't. Remind me in detail how you want me still. 50 years down the line, show me you want me still. Hold me still. Be my glasses so I can see all you do for me. I'm not easy, so please. Love me when I don't. But love yourself firstly, because in doing so wholly will help you understand how to love me, and I hope you get it. And if not now, whenever you're supposed to love me.
But I love you. Because if I had 9 lives, I'll give you my first 2 so you can live 3. Because experiencing you in one lifetime isn't enough. I want to be your best friend first, your partner in another, and I want to be your soulmate forever. I want to love you in every single way I can. You need to understand that I will learn from every single pass, and I'll make sure this love lasts. So much so I'm willing to grieve you in my 7th life. And I'll be writing poems about you every single night in my 8th life. I'll finish a book, I'll write a play, just so in my 9th and final life I can just reread and rewatch our love story fold in front of me as I prepare to meet you once again in heaven and rewrite our love story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm standing up for
Starlight, everybody. Starlight.
Starlight. Give a clap to Starlight.
Yeah, carousels are crazy. Starlight,
Carousels can get mad.
Madness. Because can you just imagine all the talent that's in this room and you pair up with somebody? That carousel is crazy.
And the story that you can create.
Insane.
These are pieces. Our pieces.
These are our pieces.
No, that life shit.
Yeah, that 8th life is
That's
crazy.
you. No one can do that again. That's you. That's online. No one can do that.
That's it. Better know it.
That's yours though.
Come
Do you
on.
want more talk?
Bloody hell.
And
Bloody hell.
I was like, I wish I wrote that.
Creativity. Bring it on.
That's crazy.
oh man, it's beautiful what you can do when you bring people together.
Yeah.
And also not being afraid to do stuff.
Yeah.
I.e., tell someone, yo, let's write a poem, or let's do this, let's do that. Let's actually, you know what, next open mic, there is no rules. Why can't you pop up as a 2? Let's say you write your both names, someone and someone. Why not? You can pop in together. Don't be afraid.
And with that,
Could be a triplet next.
you never know.
Anyone want to do a triplet?
You actually never know.
You actually never know.
You never know.
I promise you the creativity can go wild.
Far and far.
But you know what? If you wonder how far this can go, I suggest coming to the next one of these and the next one of these and the next one of these.
And the
Because
next one, the next one, the
trust
next
me,
one.
there will be a lot more. And I'm not stopping because I like this.
Come on.
And my imagination goes crazy.
So we do for a living, you know
That's
what I
what we do
mean?
for a living.
You two are just so fucking beautiful. Steve Byrne.
It's no.
I'm just here like, just so beautiful.
I'm actually like, it's like a movie. It's a movie.
You guys feed us, man. Thank you, truly. I feel like we're talking so much because we don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And we're coming to the
We're
last
coming to
piece.
the last piece.
But with this last piece, there's a reason why we've taken you through this journey
Yeah.
of seeing us as individuals, seeing us in work that already exists, meshing it together, to now seeing something completely new.
Completely.
Me and Solo have worked really hard in this. Ask these lot. They've been there. They've been there.
Ask my parents as well.
Not for real. They get tired of us. They've gotten tired of us. But yeah, we wanna leave you guys with something good. We wanted to mesh what Solomon and Tifany could sound like.
Yeah, together. What can we sound like?
Yeah.
And
Especially when we're trying to do the Lord's work through it.
yeah.
So I feel like as poets, that's what we do. That's what we try to do. So yeah, this is called Did We Make It? We hope you guys enjoy it. Take it in. We're gonna have some fun. Yeah, man, it's the last one. I hate it. But thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Meta and Tanai, thank you for wanting us.
And give everyone a round of applause. The
Absolutely.
whole Double or Nothing
All of
team.
you guys.
Cameron as well. Everyone, you've been all amazing.
Love you guys. All right. Ready? Shake it off. Shake it. All right. Oh, not too much now. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. My bad. Okay. Did we make it? No.
But
we are exactly where we need to be at 10, playing in playgrounds as we scratch our knees and scab our skins. We were just enjoying playtime.
Disney taught us that living the dream could only come in 3 stages.
Humor, love, and a dream.
And so I got to believe that having a wooden kitchen was my first step into interior design. And that turning the faucet in this wooden kitchen will bring out water enough for a tea time of 40 with no bills attached.
Even though we all experienced the same playground, our imagination made us pirates at sea, explorers of the jungle, as we became wilderness explorers. And we flew into the sky with our houses made of balloons.
Me, my Barbies and Tweety.
Me, Messi and Ronaldo will use our backpacks as posts, as our kickers will kick the ball in imaginary stadiums such as Stamford Bridge.
Old Trafford.
You name it! As the crowd will roar our ears. And with an imaginary scoreboard that didn't exist, just before the lunchtime whistle was blown, we will shout, "Last goal wins!" I knew I wanted to be a footballer.
I just knew I wanted to be a painter, a baker, just like my mother.
You see, the playground was a play that we would curate from beginning to end, a stage for the singers to sing.
You're right, no. I knew I wanted to be Beyonce, never Michelle.
Do you know what? I always wanted to be Moose from Step Up.
Get out of here! What?
Even tag was a worldwide sport now. These emotions were worldwide felt. You are exactly where you need to be at 10.
So that then must mean that we're here, we made it then.
No.
But
we are exactly where we need to be at 13. Changes will happen now that you're a teen.
Tiny Nike, just do it bags, yelling in pink.
Fears will imprison your mind. Fear 1.
Can you see the stains in my skirt?
No.
Okay.
Fear 2. Will I fit in or will I shed a tear? And
why is your face so itchy? Fear 3. Will you be normal? Because simply,
people will laugh at the shoes that you wore, the holes in your trousers.
And it was clear that Sonia Rickson's had nothing on LG's.
And it was clear that I didn't know my phone number, but I can tell you my 8-digit BBM pin off by heart.
Or the fact that I'll get cussed for the flip on my Motorola screen.
Or the fact that I will get cussed for the extreme pressing on this BlackBerry buttons. Life was simple. You experience girls,
You'll experience boys.
be cheeky,
Be sneaky.
and even get into a couple of fights.
Be
Be
a
a troublemaker. But know this, no matter what, at 13, just hug your mom as much as you brush your teeth. Maybe double, no, triple, because you'll notice that people come and go in a bundle.
And playgrounds will eventually swallow you whole.
You would have changed your group, and for the first time ever, you'll be in a place that makes you think about your future.
Where you saw your reality with colors as bright as that future.
Where you will design your interior with the materials that will construct your identity. 13 will be a time where you'll be struggling and fighting over the fact of being hot-headed like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Or having an identity crisis like Hannah Montana. And trust us, you will dim your light for the first time in the process.
We
We
know.
know.
You don't play tag anymore. We know. You don't play duck, duck, goose anymore. But remember, just because someone says something is boring, doesn't mean it isn't for you.
Your life isn't dependent on someone else's inability to see you, so
live. Your life hasn't even begun. So surely we've made it at this point, right?
No, but
We are exactly where we need to be at 18. Hey, yo, big man.
my girl, independent.
You, love you. Oh, bless you. You'll soon be learning how to drive.
And you will bite more than you can ever chew.
You'll be off to uni, then back home, or possibly be at work,
Or in an internship.
or travel.
And life will come with walls of concrete for the imprisonment of this chapter.
You would have replaced after-school clubs with a pint at the pub.
Or a night out with your friends.
Or a night in your bed with work piling up to your head.
Or without enough finances to accommodate this current stage.
You would have permanently replaced toys with stationery. And soon, you will feel the need to rush all the time.
Anxiety will come, shall I say, insecurities will come masked in confidence,
Masked in confusion.
masked in anxiety.
Masked in ADHD.
And a breakdown of your sanity.
Yeah. I don't mean to scare you, but you've got a lot of choices to make. But don't let that break you or make you change who you are. Love people.
Ooh. Love family.
And
Love yourself. Oh. No, love people.
Love
Love
family.
family.
Love yourself. Because you'll end up going through pathways that will take you through ups and downs. But remember, give everything time because it will all fix itself. So keep pushing through.
We know you may be a little bit stubborn to understand this now.
But what did Mom always used to say?
If you don't learn,
then
you
you
must
must fail.
Yeah, it's real.
And that brings you to being in a relationship.
And love will have you in a chokehold for the first time ever.
Or should I say relationships?
Romance will fuel your every being and you will end up finding your identity so differently.
Nope. They were situationships.
Clutching on to new and old friendships for dear life.
And for the first time ever, you won't just be thinking about the love that you can give, but receive.
And with that, your heart will bruise in the process.
And with that, your back will be stiff with all the knives that occupy it. But
take each day as it comes. You want to love? Do it.
intentionally,
Do it.
with no regrets.
Okay. So we've made it now, right?
No.
What?
But we are exactly where we need to be at 21.
After graduating or not?
You would have changed your whole environment.
Living in a house with roommates on your last year or not.
You did end up going back home, and I
know
you feel like you haven't achieved anything. Disappointing yourself has only made you think you've disappointed those around you.
And you've got bills to divide now.
And somehow, things are simple again.
Somehow, things are just a bit more difficult.
You've ended up figuring out what unconditional love looks like, and it came from your parents.
You came to figure out that unconditional love can have more forms than one.
God's now around.
And you question everything.
The presence that pathways your everyday.
And the Holy Spirit that guides you in every way.
So,
When do we actually make it? We don't actually know, but
what we do know is we are exactly where we need to be today. We aren't wilderness explorers, but we spread words for others to explore. And we may at times lose ourselves just like everyone else. But we provide maps for people to look forward and find themselves within.
Finding new mornings to grieve and learning to turn in new leaves.
We create stories. And we puzzle words like we once did with Legos. Unfortunately, we may have not become footballers.
Or cooks or musicians.
Or dancers. Yet, our dreams still scratch our knees and scab our skins.
With just a little bit less Disney.
You are so confused.
And you hate it. You are so alive.
And you embrace it. You are so beautiful. And you see it.
You are so blessed.
And you know it.
You are so pure. And you show it. My child. My angel. My troublemaker. My reflection in the mirror.
Any day above ground, believe us when we say we've made it.
Thank you.
You guys are just too cute. It's not. It was very generous as well.
Yeah.
You did every style, everything. I was
How greedy!
No, y'all ate that. You ate that was a buffet for sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.